back. Thanks for coming out today. Oscar, where are you at?
At the back here. At the back here, guys. Question for Francis. Francis, you've been out of the cage for a while now. There's been a lot of negotiations going on. How exciting is it to be back in front of these fans and ready to fight on Saturday night?
Man, I'm very excited basically because this is my first event since the fan base being back in the arena. So I'm gonna fight in front of the crowd, and just see the crowd here right now get me very excited. Let's go!
Francis, there's been a lot of talk in this lead up, but now that CIRYL is sitting next to you, can you say there is no bad blood and no personal issue between you, or have things got personal?
As I've been saying all week, there's no bad blood between CIRYL and I. But I have no personal problem with him at all. But still, we still have to fight Saturday night, and we're gonna be there, put on the show.
CIRYL, do you feel the same way about Francis, or is maybe some of the things he's saying in the lead up getting to you?
Yeah, that's a little bit true. We are together, we're really excited about this fight, and this is a big chance for our country. I know you're from Cameroon, but it started in France, the same country as mine, so this is a real pleasure to represent our country.
That being said, Francis did say this week that he knocked you out in sparring, and then you went and said that didn't happen. So who's telling the truth?
Can you repeat this, Francis?
You went to the floor, CIRYL, and then you did the training.
So can you explain exactly what's happening?
Oh, you don't remember? Well, left high kick.
Left high kick, and you knocked me down?
You went on the floor or not?
I was on the floor?
Oh, you don't remember?
Oh, you're a liar.
So he was knocked out probably because he doesn't remember.
No, this is not the truth. Honestly, you know me already. With Francis, we did some sparring, and it was a really great sparring from Francis. And he did a beautiful left kick. And the problem with Francis is just he don't like to spar. Technical sparring, you like to make power, and I told you a little bit a few times before. So you give me the left kick, you hurt me. You see, I'm honest with you, you hurt me. You hurt me, but you don't knock me down. This is not the knockdown.
You didn't went down on the left high kick, CIRYL. Let's be honest. And you say I don't spar technical sparring. I spar with 155er. I spar with girls. And they don't complain. I mean, obviously it was a good sparring, he's not lying about that, but you went down on that. I mean,
okay, I'm so sorry about that.
I respect you, and I know, like, out of everybody here, you're the honest one, and I know you could have been real about that.
You respect me?
You respect you.
Don't respect me, in front of the people. You're lying.
I'm lying?
I sleeping after you left kick? Seriously, connect me on the eyes.
Okay.
Honestly.
I don't have the tape, so I can't prove that, but that is somewhere on the tape.
Okay, you don't prove that. I'm so sorry, we can talk about that a long time.
CIRYL, if Francis is lying, why would you say he's lying?
Because it's not the truth. He hurt me, I told you. He did the beautiful left kick. It's too much power, but you really don't knock me down. Exactly what's happening is he hurt me. I was really surprised about the power because I told him a few times before. So I said, no worries, I want to jump again in. And the coach said, no, guys, stop it. You're gonna do something wrong. So that's why we stop it. This is the truth.
Did you stop sparring that day? Did you continue sparring? Did you continue sparring that day?
Didn't continue because the coach didn't want that. Because I was a little bit disappointed about it.
Did you walk out of the training? Go grab your bag and leave the gym that day? Either way, that doesn't really matter because that was accidentally. I didn't mean to hurt him with a kick. It happened, and the only reason why we were here talking about that is the footage that you guys released, then forced me to talk about it. I never talk about it. because it was an accident. I didn't mean to hurt you. We were training and was helping each other. So once again, I respect you, and then I'm not lying. And Saturday, we're just gonna fight, right?
All right, big brother.
Last one from me for Dana. Dana, how much did this whole story add to the fight on Saturday?
Well, I mean, listen, this whole story is a great story, but the most important thing, no matter who hit who did what, who doesn't like who, on Saturday night, the two biggest, baddest heavyweights in the world are going to fight, and all the questions will be answered. That's all that matters. Schmo, what do you got?
Question for Brandon Moreno, the champion. It's not a common scenario where you get your first title defense against an opponent that you've already faced 2 times prior to. Do you have extra confidence going into this fight a 3rd time rather than fighting a fresh face?
Let's go! Guys, man, so, what can I say, man? You know, it's crazy how the life can go in the future, right? So, when UFC told me about my next opponent, you know, I was thinking about maybe Pantoja, maybe Askarov. Figueiredo was saying I was like scared to give him the rematch, and in my mind was like, man, relax. No, it's not that personal. But man, UFC say Figueiredo again, trilogy, and I say let's go, and that's it.
Question for Pedro. Your flyweight champion, Brandon Moreno, he was cut from the UFC before coming back and becoming the champion. Can you foresee a situation where you have a guy that's cut, comes back and becomes the champion of the UFC again, like this man right here?
We need to talk about it.
What's that?
We need to talk about that. I'm so sad.
No, it's an incredible story. This kid's got heart, determination. He always believed in himself. He knew he was going to be a world champion someday, and now he's sitting up here with himself in front of him and defending his title on Saturday night. An awesome story.
And final question for champion Francis Ngannou. Prior to the bar back and forth with CIRYL, was going to ask you, would you have more satisfaction getting your hand raised Saturday night, beating your former coach in Ferdinand Lopez, or your opponent in CIRYL GANE?
On Saturday night, I'm fighting CIRYL GANE. That's the only opening that I have in mind, and that I'm going to be facing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Francis, whenever you coming into this fight, there seems to be a lot of questions about your focus and where it is, whether it's boxing or the contract. Do you think this is unfair, that people are kind of speculating where your mind is at going into this fight?
Fair or unfair, here we are, and we're going to have to do what we are doing. You know, I didn't call this, I didn't make this happen, so I have to deal with it. That's my job.
And for Dana, in the co-main event here, we have Figueiredo Moreno fighting for the 3rd time in 406 days. This has never happened before, 3 straight fights against each other. Can you just put into context kind of what this means and how unique this is?
Yeah, it's very unique. You know, the fight between these two has been incredible, and people are excited for this one again. Obviously, I've been saying he's in phenomenal shape already and looks great, and you know, obviously he took this fight very serious. He's an absolute dog and with a warrior's heart, and it's gonna be a fun 3rd fight.
And I know we have to wait to see how it plays out, but can you envision a scenario where we get a 4th fight, which has never happened before?
I have no idea. Go ahead.